Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Big Russ with Road Trippin' RC, and I hope you guys had a wonderful, safe Christmas. I did. I got some pretty cool stuff from the soon-to-be in-laws, my family. You know, little just like things I wouldn't probably buy myself. Things that I was looking at for myself, like the Fantic driver set. You guys seen these all over YouTube and TikTok. Um, it's not the big kit. It's got the 16 bits, but oh my god, what a game changer! Especially once I get some speed bits from like MIP or somebody. Working on the Tamiya, working on the Traxxas, the Axial, all of them. It's gonna be so great. Um, y'all have seen the Tamiya paint job. That thing looks so good. So good. I've still got some finishing stuff to do on it, with like the decals. Nothing crazy. But this is the next project. So I didn't look at it too closely when I bought it, but this is a Proline Baja Bug meant for a slash. Right? But you didn't build a slash. You're not building a slash. I'm not. What I do have, and y'all haven't seen any of this, unless you're like following my builds on like the Scale Builders Guild. But I have my SCX10 with I-Beams. Okay. I've got to finish up the suspension on the front. I got to get a servo to get the steering. But look at how awesome that is. Okay. The engineering just in this front suspension is incredible. It's plastic radius arms with I-beams. Okay. So anybody who knows anything about I-beam trucks, old Ford trucks, this was the setup going back to like the late 60s or mid 60s, where GM went to an independent front instead of a solid axle, even on their two-wheel drive trucks. Ford came up with this, and like you can look up the videos on YouTube for like the old testing commercials and stuff. It was really cool. But the system works really, really well. And it's a very simple system in its nature. This, I'm geeking out over it. So I picked this up during their clearance sale after Proline by the Fire when it was like $30. They're regularly like 80. So yeah, I got a great deal on it. And it's not just the front suspension, but it's the rear trailing arms. Double Clutch Productions has his pre-runner chassis for sale from Send Cut Send, as well as just the rear shocks tower setup. Like, and I'm not sure which one I'm gonna go for. If I go with the full chassis, like most of this isn't gonna work. If I go for the rear setup, what I have will work. Now, the funny thing about this, okay, that's my rear axle. That's a planetary gearbox. Okay, I have a hobby wing that's gonna sit right here. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something with this cross member to make everything fit. I don't know if it's going to interfere with my my motor. I'm going to get a 3D printed engine cover to go over it. Or we're just going to paint that up. But I'm just kind of eyeballing this. And slash body for the win. Okay, so if I cut, and I'll probably end up having to cut out the engine anyways. I don't know how I'm gonna finagle that, but you see how well that fits. Okay, like it's not even mounted properly. Yeah, that might just work. I'm looking at some 3D printed parts for the interior, like a half cage setup where we have a cage set up here, right, with like a slight interior that you won't see because this is painted, but like when you look in the windows you can see it. I've got a cool paint job idea in mind for it, and it involves this right here. Now, I'm gonna see if this works. Okay. There's a faint glow. So, this is from Premium Mission Models, and it is RC Night Glow. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, huh, curious. How much was it? For anybody wondering, $8.09 at my local Hobbytown USA store. Okay, so $8. I paid $9 for this Proline white because it was the only white they had. So I've used quite a bit of this purple pearl already, and I love it. I've got Createx. This was $5, okay? If you have a Hobby Lobby near you, they do sell Createx paints. They're going to be on the same aisle as the models. The transparent red, I'm also thinking about using on this body. I've got pearl charcoal, and then back black or backer black to do everything else with. I'm trying to figure out a good paint scheme for this. I've got some ideas. I'm also looking for some stuff to make this more scale. Like, you don't do scale bodies on with slashes. I mean, why not? So, typical Baja or Proline fashion. Their decal sheet is not cut out. I need to find LED buckets about that size for the front. They don't even have to be that size, but similar in size. Same with the rear. Probably won't go that route. I'll probably figure out a cage light, but the window decals are pre-cut, which good on you, Proline. And you know, the good old Proline catalog. I'd gone in actually, and this is so this whole catalog, it starts out with their microcrawler line of tires, as well as the Chevy K10 body and the cliffhanger for the SCX24s. I'm going to be honest, I like their tires. I don't like their wheels. On their small stuff, they're pre-glued, non-bead lock. I don't like the style of the wheels, but I do like the tires. Second page is their 110 crawlers. I still got to figure out what tires I'm going to run on this, what wheels I'm going to run on this. And I'll show you guys both sides with the body on. Tell me what you think, like old school wheel or new school wheel. You know, their basher stuff. But this right here, all these paints that Proline offers now is amazing, okay? We have your standard opaque colors, you know, the blacks, whites, greens, blues, reds, yellows, metallic, pearl, and I did see the pearl white, and I was like, and I remember, not a big white fan. Yeah, I don't like white vehicles. White and silver vehicles just kind of remind me of appliances. Don't get me wrong, certain silvers are just, certain whites are just, but as a whole, not a white or silver fan. I do like the more dark grays, blacks, or you go absolutely mental with fluorescents. And then they have their translucent colors, like, and they actually sell a window tint, which on the BRZ might not be a bad idea. With the TT02 chassis, there's not a lot of room to do an interior. With this, as you can see, let me jam this back in. I know my drive shaft isn't in phase. It's not mounted yet. The transfer case isn't even fully mounted. There's like 2 screws holding it on. Okay. So, as you can see, it's not the best drive shaft angle in the world, but it will do. Yeah. So I can put an interior in here as long as I really don't go above this line where the top of my battery tray to, you know, my transmission is. As long as it stays above that, I'm good. But yeah, they also sell like 6 packs of paint. So like if you're just like me getting started, they have primary, secondary, and then fluorescent color set. Maybe you can't figure out what color you want to paint a body. Snatch one of these sets up. You got a couple colors to choose from, make it work. All of these shock options. Proline's going crazy, guys. And then their protoform line of bodies. I don't think I looked at one of their protoform. Yeah, they didn't have any other protoforms at the Hobby Town when I was there today. But supposedly they're a little thicker body. They're meant for racing use, so track like on-road racing use. So they're a little more durable bodies because you're going at higher speeds. The crashes are a whole lot worse. Yeah. But they do have a few that I'm interested in. If they'll fit the TTO2, great. If not, whatever. I do have the Sakura that needs a body, and that NASCAR race truck might be the winner. So I'm gonna pop this front bumper off real quick, so I can get the body to sit down, because it's hitting the front bumper on the spoiler. So anybody, my old lady saw it. She goes, "Why does it have a huge chin?" I said, "That's the spoiler that goes on the back." She goes, "Okay." So yeah, that's what this is for. Yeah. And it's got like dimples in it for the hardware to go here, and then I guess my body mounts. But let me get this bumper off. I'll be right back, and we'll take a look at and see which one you guys think. All right. So do we like the new school bead locks, or do we like the old school slot mag? Ow, that was my toe. So the slot mags do fit the body really well. But then again, this is a Baja truck, or Baja Bug. So having the bead lock wheel, a little modern design, like, hey, we just built this to go race, have fun with. So let me know what you guys think. I cannot wait to get started on this paint job. I've got some killer ideas in mind. I'm looking at a bunch of old school paint jobs that might fit this really well. I'm thinking about doing that purple that I used on the BRZ, supposedly backed in white. It's more color changing than I got with the black. I'm going to experiment with that, probably like right in here. Just throw a little down, hit it with the black, or hit it with the white, see how it looks. I forgot I also have tan, which could look really cool. But I'm thinking about using the color changing paint, like on the roof to do my number, maybe on the side to do my number. Just gotta figure out what number. Get the old lady to teach me how to use the Cricut so I can make decals. But the glow in the dark paint will get backed with white regardless. Yeah. Dude, I've been going back and forth on which body to buy. It was this or the Megalodon. And if you've seen the Megalodon, it's very similar, except this is way more aggressive. The front's a little more aggressive. And instead of having the air-cooled Volkswagen motor in the back, it has a supercharged V8. Which, if I went with the Meg, I was going to have to cut it out anyways, because I've got a motor idea that I want to put back here. So I will catch you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed me rambling on what's going on with this, because God, I love it. I love it. Yeah. So let me know in the comments below which wheel set I should go with. Drop a link to some wheels you think I might dig. Like, I've been looking on Asia Tees at some of the boom racing wheels. I've been looking at wheels all over the place, trying to figure out something for this, and just haven't solidified anything just yet. So let me know. Get back with me. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.